I remember being a kid and hating reading and writing. I always found it easier than math because it was subjective. However, as the education system does, it sapped all the enjoyment that I could have received from reading and writing with boring prompts and uninteresting books. I always found myself not finishing the set amount of pages that I was designated to read, or not writing the 5-page essay that was due the following Friday on the page of the book that I didn't read. The sad thing is, I thought that was all there was to reading and writing. I thought that the school way was the only way, and would much rather be goofing off with my friends, skipping class, or doing drugs in the bathroom. This was my perception of reading and writing until I found gratitude journaling. Now, if you don't know what gratitude journaling is, it is the practice of simply writing what you're grateful for. So I started doing this each day and was really enjoying it. I started thinking to myself, what else could I write about? I decided to start listening to books on topics I was interested in, such as philosophy, astronomy, or entrepreneurship. I began taking notes on what I would hear and the thoughts that I would have while listening to the audio books. This practice began in a different journal from the gratitude one. For a couple weeks, I would consistently write positive affirmations and gratitude in one journal, whilst learning with the other journal. Currently, I have 6 journals that I actively write in. A thought and idea journal, a YouTube journal, a journal for documenting my emotions, a goal journal, and the before-mentioned learning and gratitude journals. Now that I went over the practice and how it started for me, let me name and explain the benefits I receive from journaling. The first and most instant benefit that I receive from journaling is peace of mind and mental clarity. After I continuously write what's on my mind, the thoughts go away. I see writing what's on my mind as a type of meditation. After I write what I'm grateful for, I feel so calm and full of positivity. After I write my emotions, I get a sense of clarity that is almost similar to talking to a friend. Putting thoughts into words not also gives me clarity, but a better understanding. Journaling is like tuning the fuzz on a radio, but for your mind, it makes everything 10 times clearer. The second benefit I receive from journaling is it gives me an outward expression of my inner self. I consider journaling almost like an art form. And like any art form or creative outlet, it tends to be a personal expression. You write, you're putting your mind on the page. Or if you're writing about something you're interested in, you're putting what you want to be in your mind on the page. Journaling, if you do it honestly, can reflect the deepest you. It's like having a conversation with yourself. The amount of true expression that you can bring if you're not afraid of being totally honest with yourself is completely unmatched. Another benefit that I gain from journaling is education. Not only education in the sense of listening to audiobooks and absorbing information, but education on the thoughts that I have about those topics and just how my brain and thinking patterns operate. Journaling is the closest I've gotten to truly understanding how my mind works. Learning in the sense of audiobooks is magnified with the journaling. I write what I want to remember, making me more likely to remember it, and the thoughts that I had while learning the topics. Either personal connections or expanding what is being discussed with questions or comments. The next benefit I've received from journaling is being able to see the evolution of my mindset. It is the best way I've found to track conceptual and intellectual growth. It is so exciting to go back and read my old ideas and how much they have grown and expanded since then. Journaling can also be used to track emotional growth. Going back and seeing what was giving you turmoil at one point can seem so trivial and insignificant to current you because you found a way to overcome that problem. This is tracking mental progress and one of the best benefits I've seen from journaling. There are numerous other benefits that you gain from journaling, but these ones I've found to have the most impact. The main takeaway from this video is that writing and reading are not as boring as school made it seem, and there are many benefits from the practice. Eventually, I will be making videos on how to start the practice and videos on the benefits of reading or listening to audiobooks. Until then, next time.